Are you aware there are people who will hurt you and also manipulate you to look nice to everybody? They will cause you pain, and they are the ones who will call kind and nice. They will come out and they are the ones greeting everybody. And you who really love people, now you are venting and bleeding. Nobody believes you are kind. You are taking it too far. They have affected the past. They've done strange things to you. They've messed up your mind. Don't give them the opportunity to also affect your future, that your children will not see you as a bitter father or a bitter mother. How many people do you want to explain to that the reason why you are doing the things you are doing is because you are in pain? Now they look at you and they feel you are a witch. This is the real person. This is the real culprit. He will do bad things, but he knows how to manage relationships. He will greet everybody and respond to them and say this is that and all that. You have a good heart. You are loving, you are trusting, you are genuine, you are kind. But when you are hot, you don't know how far it's too far. Everybody must be served around, but you truly love people. And now the perception of people about you is bad. That is a sign you need to change your strategy. What you are doing is not working. And if you continue like that, the only narrative there will be about you is that you're a witch. And there will be no one to defend you because all those who should would have been bruised by you too. So what do? Get up, forgive. Don't make anybody make you a fool, and don't make a fool out of yourself. This life is not that nice. There are dangerous people around. Are you aware there are people you know in your family as bad? Meanwhile, they are the nicest. Everybody believes this is that. And maybe the fellow is now even trusting God for a child. They say, no, it's because of the wickedness. Meanwhile, this fellow is not wicked. This fellow is just pain. They have done things to her in that family that it will take growing up for everybody to understand what she has endured. But this is the narrative. The bad witch, the wicked woman, the this and the that. And she has allowed it so because she's not managing the emotions well. You must forgive. You must. Lift your hands again and say, Father, I represent my heart before you. Help me heal. Help me forgive too.
I told you my story. From 10 naira. Give 10 naira. Give 20 naira. When God read 50, I say, Kai. I spent 50 naira in 1 week. How can I give it once? I'll be going to church. I'll put the trouser that I'll carry money and put it in the hostel. Wear another trouser. I come to church. Lord, I forgot the clothes I'm wearing. There's no money here. But it was a journey of intimacy, teaching you sacrifice. You think it was easy when Abraham gave Isaac? Oh my God. Maybe one day I will teach you about the Isaac's offering, so that you know the Isaac's offering is not about giving your money. There's a deeper message there that only those who know God can understand. There's a deeper message. Why do you think when Abraham finished, he said, upon the mountain the Lord shall be seen? There is a journey that you can't see and you can't participate in except as you can sacrifice. You can't see God on the mountain unless you sacrifice. That's what opens the eyes that see God in that realm. Sacrifice. And then finally is the sacrifice of giving your resources. Your resources. See Matthew 6:19-21. See what Jesus was teaching. He said, lay not up for yourself treasures upon the earth, where moth and rot do corrupt, and where thieves break through.
Armed robber using robbery money to send his children to school. You landed them with cost money and cost their future. Prostitute, training people with prostitution money. You are causing those lives and causing their future. Fraudulent officer, whether in the private or government sector, using fraud money. And my children are in America, my children are in London, the other one is reading law, and the other one is reading this and that. And all the money is stolen money from office. It doesn't matter whether they studied in Cambridge. They will never cross any bridge in life. The investment of a fraudster has no future. The investment of a corrupt person has no future. The investment, whether financial investment or investment in lives, it has no destiny. Don't carry cost money and use it to make investments in your children, in lives, and investments in the poor. Anybody is you are just planting curses on people. The matter tough.
Hello, my country people. Welcome back. You know, I have to say this with all honesty, right? I love my man of God, Dr. Pastor Paul Enenche. I love him. And I celebrate God for all the wonderful things in his life. Sometimes I cannot help but point out some of his flaws. Now, let me take a step backward and say this. Stealing is wrong. Embezzling is wrong. Taking what does not belong to you is totally wrong. And we should stop doing it. We should stay away from it. But what the man of God is trying to say in this video does not happen. It doesn't happen. Because if that were supposed to be the case, how come those men of God who have collected money from politicians that was being stolen from the state are still prosperous? How come? If what Dr. Pastor Paul Enenche is telling us was real, if the whole notion that when you use stolen money, you will not succeed was something real, why are men of God successful? Because they are stealing from their members. Why are they successful? Why are politicians who have been stealing for long successful? Why is the family of General Suni Abacha, who stole so much money from the people, successful? Why are they? Why are all the Buharis, the Tinobos, why are they successful? When they have stolen so much from the people, why are they successful? Why? Can someone answer me? Can someone tell me why they're successful? If we go by Paul Enenche's analogy, they were not supposed to be successful. If we are following what the man of God is saying, all those people were not supposed to be successful. But why are they? Why are their families so rich? So listen, let me make this clear. I will say this one more time. Stealing is wrong, embezzling is wrong, taking what does not belong to you is wrong. We should never do it. But there is no correlation between stealing and not being successful. Those two things do not necessarily have to go hand in hand. You can be a thief and still be successful. You can be a devoted man of God, a devoted woman of the Lord, and be broke. You can embezzle money from the state and use it to fund your personal lifestyle and be rich, and your children be rich. You can use stolen money to fund your children's education, and they come out to be doctors and pilots and engineers and be rich. You can steal from the people, from the state, and give it to someone who has the knowledge of investment, and that person will invest your money, and that money will make a lot of profit. Now, there will be some repercussion for your actions, and no one can tell what those repercussions might be. You might be having some emotional trauma. You might be having some personal remorse. Or better still, you might be suffering from the guilt of your own actions. These things can happen to you. Okay? They can happen. Everyone has their own struggles. We all do. The rich do, the poor do, the criminals do, the faithfuls do. Everyone does. We all struggle. Struggling is a part of life, and we all have it. So it's not because you serve the Lord that you think that everything will just become successful. That is not it. Or it's not because you stole from the people, so you are going to go broke or die or whatever. No. Those two things don't have to go together. You can steal from the people and still get to live 100 years. There are many leaders who are living up to old age, and they are like super old. But they stole from the people. They killed the people, but they are there living. Nothing has happened to them. And we have faithfuls, people who love God, people who were really devoted to the teachings of God, but they died. They died. We have devoted men of God whose families are suffering a lot of afflictions. So I tell people, right, when men of God want to push a narrative, they always look for a means to support whatever they were saying. And that has always been my problem with them. It is Paul Enenche who was telling us a very vague story about a man of a couple who had a master's degree in law from a university in the UK. I don't know where he met them, but fortunately for him, he met them. And they were in a very difficult situation. In fact, they had no home of their own. They had no job of their own. And they were totally broke. And they met him. And they laid down their problems to him. Long story short, he just asked them one simple question. Are you a good tither? Do you tithe? And the couple said, no, we don't. And he just made a simple recommendation to them. Go and start tithing. And after 13 months, he met them again. And their lives have taken a 360-degree turn. It means everything is now working out for them. They now have a house. They now have jobs. And they were pretty successful. And the question people were asking Dr. Paul Enenche was like, when? Which year? Give us a date. Give us a name. Give us a place. So that at least we can verify your story. You know, you are good at telling us very, very vague stories without no details. We cannot even fact check what you're saying. But that is exactly the game men of God play. And as foolish as we are, we just jump onto it and like, amen, amen, amen. Every single thing, amen. They know how to use us. They are masters in manipulation. They know what they are doing. They know.